So good day, sir. We are here again to interview you about the reproduction of swine. First question is, how do you choose the proper time of mating or inseminating in heat sows or gilts?
For the insemination,
Yeah.
the reproductive of the gilt, normally we call it gilt if it's before the reproduction. So after the first, after the reproduction, after the delivery, that's when we call it sauna.
Pero when is the proper time of mating or inseminating?
For the big farms, it's 6 months. It takes 6 months to and it depends on the maturity of the pig, the size, the kilograms, the weight of the pig.
Regardless of the signs na na siya,
the
nag-uwag
signs.
na, yeah.
It's normally like 3 to 5 days. So if the vulva is red and there's a steady position ba. If you at the back of the pig, if you push the pig, steady season move. That means she accept the So that was the perfect time for you to do the artificial insemination.
So you have said about the kilogram of the pig, diba, in considering the time of mating or inseminating. So second question, sir, is, do you consider the age again and weight of gilts for breeding? Why?
Yeah. So normally it's for the maturity wise. So it's 120 kilograms, 110 to 120 kilograms, and 6 to 8 months. So that's the time that the reproductive system is fully matured for the gilt. So that's the time we do the artificial insemination. And the other side is after three consecutive 8 period pa. So after 3 periods of 8, that's the time we the first one we let it go, and the second one, third, we go for the third one. That's the time it's fully matured. There are times now if it's under reproductive, and if you that's it's rape of the pig. So you will expect the mother to be either patay during the delivery, or the pelvis bone can spread out for the piglet to come out if it's not matured.
Pero so considering the weight, sir, if it is underweight ba or overweight sa kana na time sa kana mag-mate sila, what will happen kay bali if underweight ba or overweight? Is there any effect ba?
Yeah.
What?
If underweight, normally it's like mothers, but the piglets will be malnourished.
Pag overweight?
Underage sub, if the tinea gets bigger, it won't the body weight will not comply with the weight of the tinea the pregnant bug. So she won't carry the weight of that tummy.
Yeah, okay.
So if overweight, sometimes the production is very small bug. The discharge of the during each period, or sometimes the bacteria is small, or sometimes you will expect the big eye to be daily productive tomboys if it's overweight.
Pero pagka na factors kay bali in time of breeding pa, sir, if they are overweight, what will happen sa breeding pa?
If it's overweight, what will happen after or before?
During the mating.
And then overweight, sometimes it's it's okay, man. It doesn't have difficulties for but it's the internal it's not. There's a specific weight for the pig. So if it's overweight, sometimes during delivery there's difficulties. Okay, there's too much fat. It's there's too much fat, it can push or something like that. It needs a solid Or sometimes it can, the too much fats will block the piglets from coming out. So there's standard weight for the pig.
Next question, sir. Farmers must be skilled to determine the period that female animals are ready to mate or are receptive to the boar. So, what do you call this period when mating is possible?
Period of mating is possible.
Kaya something mag-hit na ba?
Yeah, as I said earlier, there's possibilities like for it. For us, we look for the signs ba. So that signs, the factors are signs and the maturity. Those are the two factors, important factors when it comes to mating.
So, how many days will it last, sir?
So for the baboy,
Sa heating.
the eating period is 3 to 5 days. Normally on the third day is the day that is standing it. We call it standing it. Standing it is when the pig is fully will accept the for the artificial insemination or for the what do you call the other word? The natural. Yeah. So if it's not we wait for 21 days to observe. We observe 20 days. So after 21 days, ma-reach siya, that means it wasn't successful. So after 21 days, dili siya read, that was successful AI.
So, name factors to consider in identifying animals and heat, sir.
Ano ba siya?
Factors that, for, if it's fully,
To consider in identifying animals and heat.
as I said earlier, is, the one is, vulva is, red. Then the other one is, there's a discharge pa. Discharge, and we normally get the liquid from the vagina. And if it's like sticky, that was the that means it's So normally after 3 days, it's the vagina continuous discharge of water, liquid type, but it's kind of sticky. It's not that watery. Then the other sign is pushing the back, riding.
How about the restlessness, sir? If
Yeah. She's restless. And before the 3 days, there's white saliva coming out of the mouth. So when we see the salivas, we see So before the standing it, she's restless. But during the day of standing it, she will just stand steady pa. This is about restless.
Ano question?
Ano to indicators will get receptive to animals?
Receptive? Question lang.
Next, sir, is name the indicators to detect sexual receptivity among goats or sows.
The kids in South, the difference.
If they are ready to accept na the board, di ba? Kaya there are stages where sa first stage or second stage, maskin mag-stand still out. If fortunately mo ijabak, stand still siya pero dili pas niya dawaton ang bore if mag-mate na sila kay diyan may stages sa sa breeding or sa heating signs. Tapos when can you say na diyan na time ready na ka gadun si mo accept sa bore? Question ba? Indicators na detecting receptivity among gilts if they are ready. What
kids.
signs or indicators are
I think it's more or less the same.
the same?
Yeah. But for the kids, sometimes it's a bit tricky because bago pa man sila. So they're expecting it or not expecting it, just like girls pa. There's we're having period or not like that. So for the girls it's like that. So for the first time, sometimes we call it silent it ba. So it's like it will come, but the other time it's not normal ba. Kaya the first time. Like unlike sa guilt, unlike sa sow, it's definite ba?
Yes, sir.
So after like we dispose the piglets, it comes on time.
What if ka mag-ilan ng gabi tapos hindi siya. Kasi nga ito
Ako naman ito. Number ko ano. Can you please give us indicators that a sow is pregnant and is about to give birth?
So it's pregnant already.
Indicator na
mga anak
it is pregnant and is about to give birth. Duha ka bala.
It's about to give birth or
Pag pregnant pa siya, unang pagkabay na buntis na siya.
there are signs that is buntis, but there is wala pa na.
Kuya, second position.
So normally like for the big farms they use a machine. After 24 hours they will come back after 24 hours. After the artificial insemination, and there's a gel and they will put it on the tummy and they will rub it to see if its product is what. But for us, we just wait for 21 days. After 21 days, if they balik isa that means pregnant na sila.
About to give birth.
If it's about to give birth, normally it's 114 days. Yeah. So normally the period of from AI until the delivery is 114 days. So we expect it before 3 days or after 3 days. Sometimes they give birth exactly under 114 days. So the cycle of the pregnancy is 114 days. So it's 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So before sila if it's a gill, ma-restless siya. She will bite, do whatever, restless. The sows normally they experience sila, so they just lie down So we wait for like the signs of the giving birth will be first thing is totoy. We check on the gatas. So we press on the tits. So if there is a gatas coming out, that means she will be giving birth within 24 hours. Or if it's more than 24 hours, we have to inject it for delay. So we expect it 3 days before or 3 days after. And then after the gatas comes out, there's water also coming out. So after water there will be blood. So if there's blood na, that means the womb of the baby is open na. So magawas na piglet one by one. So the final stage of giving birth is blood. Blood and gatas.
Okay. Next, sir, is how do you usually breed your sows? Do you use artificial insemination? If yes, do they avail it? Or if no, what hinders you from not choosing that
For me personally, I choose to go for artificial insemination because of my act-wise of my figure. Like normally the boar is like a playboy back, so we're scared of the STDs. So for the act-wise, we use the artificial insemination.
How do you
What is
avail
that
it? How do you avail it?
For that, it depends on the availability of the. Sometimes we call for the people that have boar. We're busy like that. So we have to request in advance. Tomorrow I will have this. My big guy will be on standing wait. So that's 2 days now. So we have to avail it. Sometimes it depends on the availability.
Nakatry na ba sir sa mo tigil?
Price, ah?
Na-try na ba artificial insemination? Where do you usually avail it na lugar?
There are several people here that does artificial insemination.
Or where do you usually get your supply? Or
There is a Regan and Filmicot, Pigrolac technician.
Okay. What feedback can you get about using that
Artificial. The artificial insemination is safe and it's easy to Unlike the boar, you have to move it here and there. Sometimes the boar stresses the big eye
Beto.
and STD because the boar is very aggressive.
Is there an advantage sa artificial insemination sir sa imo sa piggery?
Yeah. The
Prolific gihapon.
more or less parehas naman. But it's the advantage is safer than
Dili sa siguro time
Ang
consuming.
disadvantage, sir.
disadvantage is like I said is the boar is very aggressive like that. Sometimes it brings you sakit.
In your opinion, sir, what are the benefits of practicing natural breeding?
The benefits of practicing natural breeding is while it makes a semen, so it gives everything into the mother pig. So sometimes it's the AI we control that. We just give 330 ml, like 2 containers. Unlike the boar, it release every single semen into the mother pig. And the other thing is the satisfaction of the mother pig. She gets satisfied by the boar. Unlike the AI is just it's just like a cube.
So, sir, during mating, do you assess the boar, and also is it necessary and why?
Yeah, for like if it's a guilt, it's not you have to assess the boar. Sometimes the boar is very aggressive, like I said. And I did the natural last time. It was twice I think I did the natural. So for me, I have no experience of but I saw them assessing it like they hold the penis of the boar and insert it to the vagina like that, and they have to control the But I'm not too with that. It's the work of the But from my observation, it's like they really did assess the boar during mating.
So, how do you assess a boar during mating, sir?
The owner,
The owner and
the owner is like their boar is already being trained, so they just pull the boar over there. So the boar will have to go one by one. Then you have to go with the smell of the which one is ready for mating. So we have to move it there. Then you have to because the boar is aggressive, so you don't have to go that close. But during mating, I saw them all the penis of the owner, then insert it to the owner. Because they have to guide it because dali kasi sa mauyot. So the time that they get, they have to put it inside.
So what system of breeding do you know, sir?
What system?
System breeding.
What system?
Is it like pure breeding, inbreeding, or
Pure breeding, inbreeding. Pure breeding.
pure breeding guys? From ano pa itong tawag? Breed to breed. As ang inbreeding guys, family related.
Yeah. Normally it's the
Ikat ko.
availability of the semen, like I said. We don't have choices here. We just get what is available. So it's like we have the ear, so we have to contact the people with semen ear. Even if they have their breed is, we're not too sure of their breeds. It's whatever that is available in the market. So we're not given choices to choose what to take and what not. So it's not inbreeding. Inbreeding is not advisable.
Bitaw.
Okay.
Recessive genes.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this system, sir, atong pure breeding, inbreeding, and upbreeding? And upbreeding kay more like cross breeding, no? Okay, sige.
So last question, sir. If you want to engage in swine production but do not have the opportunity to acquire a pure breed, what will you do to improve your stock?
If I cannot acquire it.
Acquire a
Pure
pure
ko anong other breed to breed.
May mo para mas ma-improve mo
You have to get something that you cannot acquire it, but something that is not in line with your genes ba. But most pigs here like sabol.
Would you, sir, would you rely on artificial insemination to at least, if you cannot get, like, physical breed to breed, na lang, artificial
Yeah.
insemination. So, if mo rely ka,
So there is a lot of availability of semen, like there is in Manila. You have to order it in Manila, in Cebu. Yeah, but it takes 3 days. But there is extender ba. So extender lasts for 1 week or 2 weeks like that. So they mix it with the extender already, so that it will last. So that's if you want to improve your breed. Like there's Duro, Class White, Land Race, whatever, pit train. So you can choose, but it's on listen. Sometimes it comes on time, sometimes delay. I tried, but it didn't. So I have to get the local one.
that's all, sir. Thank you again for your time. We highly appreciate your cooperation.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.